the Marai 401 from Nomadic. We've got the deep ocean blue variant, so let's talk about it. But first, I'm not a watch expert, I'm just a watch nerd, so if I'm wrong, you don't care about the watch, or just anything, go down to the comments down below. And whilst you're down there, why not click that subscribe button? And whilst you're down there, you could click that join button, support us directly, would be very much appreciated. So Nomadic, cool brand from Belfast, Northern Irish. I made that mistake last time. Ooh,
that's a bad one to make.
Yeah. And we've reviewed one of their watches before, the Tudor 914, and nobody watched that video, so we thought we'd make another one. Terry's shaking his head. But honestly, I really liked the last watch, and I wanted to get my hands on a dive watch from Nomadic, see what that was all about, and honestly, I haven't been disappointed. It's been pretty good. So you can get this watch in many different flavors and variations. You can get it with gold. You can get it in many colors. We've got the deep ocean blue variant. You can get it with a date. You can get it without a date. If you want this watch with a date, it's £1,050. Without a date, it's £995. And with gold, it's somewhere around the £1,500. Don't really know. It's got a ceramic bezel. It's 200 meters water resistant. It's powered by a Sellita SW200-1 movement, which is the same movement that Christopher Ward uses, except it's got a very nice custom rotorway in the back that is a big propeller, which is inspired by the Titanic propeller. And honestly, the rotorway is such a nice addition. It just makes it look really cool, makes it look really It's a little bit special. It's a nice little detail. And a lot about this watch is little callbacks to the heritage of Belfast. For example, the shade of yellow used on the seconds hand is the same shade of yellow as on the giant cranes at the Harland and Wolff shipyard where they built the Titanic. Although, rest in peace Harland and Wolff, they're currently going into administration with £160 million of debt. So the word Marai means seafarer in Irish, although I don't actually know how to say that word. So it might be Marai, it might be Marai, or I don't know. And the 401 is an echo of the production name of the Titanic. So honestly, everything in this watch, almost everything, has like a double meaning. It's multi-layered, it's fun, it's cool. And even if you have a look at the back, it says make progress on the back of the watch. So it's also got sort of an adventure-y feel, just like the Tudor 914 had. So honestly, it's a really cool watch. Getting into sort of the bracelet, it's a 3-link design. I do have a criticism to make of the bracelet, same as I have of the dial, but I just want to talk you guys through the specs beforehand. The bracelet is a bit rattly. There's no getting around that fact, but it still manages to feel very solid. The best thing about this watch is the case feels extremely solid. You can bang this watch around. And I'm sorry, Nomadic, if you're watching me do this with your review sample, because this is a review sample. But that's how much faith I have in your engineering. It just feels great, okay?
Hold on, let me just pass you a hammer.
Yeah, it just feels so good and so solid. I have real faith in the build quality. It's also got a nice micro adjust. If you're familiar with Christopher Ward's micro adjust, it's the same. It functions the same way. It's a great micro adjust system. And it's far better than not having a toolless micro adjust. So I'm happy there. The clasp is nice. It's just a secure double push button clasp. Nothing to moan about there either. My only complaint about the bracelet that I alluded to a minute ago is the end links look weird. The end links look very weird. Terry, pass me your Christopher Ward. But the end links on the Nomadic have an odd design. I mean, the center link is very thin, which is a design choice, but it's more embedded in the end link between the lugs, and honestly, I just think it looks odd. It throws the watch slightly into like the uncanny valley, and it's a bit strange. It gives it an off look, which I think slightly ruins the aesthetic of the watch. The bracelet feels great. It's got a nice solid feeling on the wrist, if a little rattly. And honestly, it's something that was on the Churus 914 as well. It was in my mind. I just couldn't put my finger on what was wrong until I got my hands on this and I realised it's my biggest gripe. Other than that, I'm impressed with this watch. I wish the hour hand wasn't just a rectangle. Very well loomed. Beautifully, beautifully loomed. Really, really visible, really well loomed. I just wish the end links were better and the hour hand wasn't a rectangle because it just looks a bit boring. I wish they'd come up with some cool Irish-inspired design for the hour hand, because that's another medium where they could do something super, super cool with their heritage, with the Titanic, with Island, with anything. Just do something with the hour hand. I like the second hand. That's cool. The meaning behind the yellow, as well as the minute hand. There's nothing to say about the minute hand. It's a standard sword design. Other than that, it's £995. For that, you're getting a solid 200 meter diver with a solid movement. Accuracy is nothing to really write home about. It's what you'd expect, really. I think it's advertised with the SW200-1 movement at plus minus 20 seconds a day, at least when it comes to Chris Ward. Can't imagine this has been regulated further than that. They don't advertise anything like that on the website, so I imagine it's plus minus 20 seconds a day. Honestly, I think it's a good package for £995. You're getting something unique. You're getting something with Northern Irish heritage, and it feels solid. It feels dependable. Yes, I have my gripes, but they're purely subjective. They may not be gripes for you. If you're after a watch that's solid, that's dependable, that's actually decent value for money, and you want something with heritage from the island of Ireland, you know, that geographic landmass, not getting into political stuff, it's a good choice. What do you think, Terry?
I'm a little bit more mixed on it than you. I love the case back.
Yeah, case back's cool.
I could look at the case back for ages. I just find it a bit boring.
It is a bit boring, but so is a Rolex Submariner. And honestly, I think it's a great go anywhere, do anything watch. I mean, it would look good in a suit. The ceramic bezel looks lovely. It's got really nice bezel action. Yeah.
I'm sure you could probably get better value for money elsewhere.
And if you can, that's fair enough. But are you going to be able to get something with all the little features and little hidden throwbacks and heritage that this has?
Probably. If you looked for it.
Probably if you looked for it. But why look for it when this is available? Now we're just advertising. Is it perfect? No. But it's a bloody good choice. And there's always going to be things that are better value for money, so it just depends what you like. What do you guys think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Go down into the comments, let us know. And whilst you're down there, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And why not click that join button as well, become a channel member, just like everyone on screen has. Because they are the best people in the world. They are absolutely amazing for supporting us directly. And the second best people in the world are you for watching this video. So, thank you very much, and watch yourselves.